You might be shocked to learn about the Iraq War. This conflict, which began in 2003, has featured many bold declarations of victory and withdrawal from U.S. leaders, painting a complicated picture of military engagement. Each announcement seemed to signal an end to U.S. involvement, yet the reality on the ground proved much more intricate. As U.S. troops withdrew, the region faced new challenges, including the rise of extremist groups and ongoing political instability. Iraq's rich tapestry of history and cultural diversity adds to this complexity, making it essential for observers to understand the lasting effects of foreign intervention. The struggle for peace continues despite numerous attempts at stability, leaving many to wonder, what will it take for Iraq to achieve lasting peace and security? This situation serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of international relations and the importance of learning from the past. Ever thought about why Australia built the dingo fence? This massive structure is not just an ordinary fence. It stretches over 5,600 kilometers, making it one of the longest fences in the world. Constructed during the 1880s, the dingo fence was designed to protect crops and livestock from the cunning dingoes that roamed the Australian countryside. Starting in eastern Queensland, the fence extends all the way to the cliffs near the Nullarbor Plain in the west, traversing diverse and rugged landscapes along its remarkable route. Farmers have tirelessly maintained this barrier to safeguard their animals against these clever hunters. Interestingly, the fence has taken on a life of its own, becoming an unexpected haven for many forms of wildlife, including goats, kangaroos, and various birds that have made their homes in its protective shadow. This fascinating example of human ingenuity highlights the intricate relationship between agriculture and wildlife management in a land known for its extremes. The dingo fence is more than just a boundary. It stands as a testament to the challenges of surviving in the harsh Australian outback. Who knew a fence could tell such a rich tale? Prepare to be amazed by Boston Marathon's rich history. The Boston Marathon, held annually since 1897, is a symbol of endurance and sportsmanship that has inspired generations. Starting with just 15 runners, today it attracts elite athletes and enthusiastic amateurs from around the world. This prestigious event takes participants through Boston's picturesque streets, where they face the infamous Heartbreak Hill, a challenging ascent that tests physical limits and mental grit. Spectators line the route, creating an electrifying atmosphere, as thousands cheer on participants, embodying the city's spirit. Importantly, the marathon has also been a beacon of social progress. Women weren't officially allowed to compete until 1972, marking a significant moment in sports history. After the heart-wrenching events of 2013, when tragedy struck the race, the community's resilience shone brightly, uniting people in support of one another. Each April, this unique event fosters camaraderie among locals and visitors, celebrating not just athletic triumphs, but the indomitable human spirit. What makes the Boston Marathon such an unforgettable experience? Believe it or not, KFC's slogan got lost in translation. When the iconic fast food chain KFC launched in China, they aimed to convey the deliciousness of their chicken with the slogan, "Finger licking good." However, a curious translation mishap turned it into an unintended phrase, "Eat your fingers off." This blunder highlights the fascinating and often humorous challenges companies face when adapting marketing messages for different cultures. Language nuances and cultural references can easily lead to misunderstandings, resulting in quirky translations that might confuse or amuse potential customers. Thankfully, KFC quickly corrected this slogan, but it serves as a reminder of how important it is to understand the local language and customs when expanding globally. After all, the goal is to entice customers to enjoy the food, not leave them puzzled about their fingers. Believe it or not, mustard plants are fascinating. These plants are part of the brassica family, which also includes some of your favorite vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and kale. Mustard plants are unique because they produce seeds in three main types: white, brown, and black. Each type brings its own special flavor to the table. For example, white mustard seeds are milder and often used for making hot dog mustard, while brown seeds can pack a spicier punch, perfect for Dijon mustard. Have you ever wondered where most of these seeds come from? Canada holds the title for being the largest producer of mustard seeds in the world, cultivating vast fields of these vibrant yellow flowers each year. This not only bolsters the economy, but also supplies many kitchens with that zesty kick. Isn't it amazing how a simple seed can make such a big difference in our food? Why exactly does discover how trees influence rainfall patterns? It might amaze you to uncover the essential role trees play in the water cycle, particularly through a remarkable process known as transpiration. This occurs when trees absorb moisture from the soil via their roots and subsequently release it as water vapor through tiny pores in their leaves, much like how we exhale. As this water vapor rises, it gathers in the atmosphere, ultimately condensing into clouds. When enough vapor accumulates, it can result in rain, showcasing a fascinating link between trees and local weather. For instance, a sprawling forest on a sunny day can expel a tremendous amount of moisture, impacting the humidity and temperature in the area. This not only cools the air, but also is vital for cloud formation. Studies have indicated that regions rich in trees typically receive higher rainfall than those with fewer trees, emphasizing the critical function forests hold in supporting vibrant ecosystems. So the next time you admire a towering tree, remember, it's much more than just a beautiful feature. It's a crucial player in our planet's water cycle. Luxury brands are changing fashion. How are they doing it? These powerhouses like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Gucci are not just about style. They significantly influence global fashion trends and symbolize wealth. The luxury market is booming, with projections suggesting it will top $450 billion by 2025. This growth stems from various factors, including increasing consumer demand and the rise of emerging economies like China, where a growing middle class aspires to luxury goods. As more people around the world desire high-quality, fashionable items, luxury brands adapt their marketing strategies to attract new customers. They often set trends that trickle down to mainstream fashion, making something exclusive become a must-have for everyday folks. From runway shows to celebrity endorsements, these brands create a buzz that shapes how we view style and status. With social media amplifying their reach, it's fascinating to see how luxury items not only represent affluence, but also influence what we wear and aspire to. So next time you see those iconic logos, remember they're part of a vast, evolving conversation about fashion and identity. What if I told you zombies have a deeper meaning? The term zombie likely traces its roots back to the Congo word zombie, which means the spirit of a deceased person. This intriguing origin sets the stage for how the concept has evolved across cultures. In many Western movies and TV shows, we envision zombies as mindless, brain-hungry monsters hell-bent on destruction. However, in Haitian culture, the interpretation of a zombie diverges significantly. Here, a zombie often represents someone who is socially ostracized, indicating exclusion rather than mindless hunger. This unique perspective roots itself in the rich history of Haitian Vodou, where folklore suggests that certain individuals might be revived not as themselves, but as beings under the control of another, representing themes of loss of identity and freedom. Next time you hear the word zombie, consider this profound cultural significance. The term encapsulates fears of loss and disempowerment, while reminding us of the complex ways language reflects our understanding of life and death. What's the secret to Augustus Caesar's incredible wealth? Augustus Caesar stands out in history as perhaps the wealthiest individual ever, with estimates placing his fortune at a staggering $4.6 trillion when adjusted for today's economy. So how did he accumulate such immense riches? As the first Roman emperor, Caesar's wealth came largely from two primary sources: taxation and military conquest. His rule marked a significant turning point in Rome, ushering in a golden age characterized by economic prosperity and expansion. By implementing effective tax systems and conquering vast territories, he not only filled the Roman coffers, but also strengthened his power. This allowed him to fund grand infrastructure projects, support the arts, and create a robust economy that thrived on trade across the Mediterranean. Augustus's ability to blend political savvy with military strength transformed Rome into a leading empire, and his treasure trove remains unmatched to this day. What can we learn from his legacy of wealth and power? Ever thought about how taxes affect car prices? In Australia, the way taxes work can be a real eye-opener. When you buy a car, like one priced at $24,000, you're not just paying for the vehicle itself. Hidden within that price is about $480 in taxes, which are part of what we call indirect taxes. These taxes are sprinkled throughout the prices of goods and services, often without buyers realizing it. This means that whenever you shop, you're contributing to the tax pool in ways you might not see until you take a closer look. Transparency in how the government uses these funds is crucial. For instance, knowing where your tax money goes is important for understanding how it impacts public services and infrastructure. Wouldn't it be interesting to see a breakdown of how your taxes help support roads, hospitals, and schools? By recognizing these indirect contributions, we can all become more informed citizens and advocates for better government accountability. So next time you're in the market for a big-ticket item, remember, tax contributions play a much larger role than you might think. Is it really true that, did you know apples were romantic symbols in ancient Greece? In a time long ago, the apple wasn't just a tasty snack, it was a powerful love token. Ancient Greeks believed that tossing an apple at someone was a bold and heartfelt gesture, essentially saying, "I'm interested in you." This playful act held profound significance, transforming the fruit into a symbol of affection. Imagine a bustling agora where lively discussions echoed and crowds mingled. All it took was one throw of an apple to change everything. If someone caught an apple, it signaled they had been chosen or sparked love in the thrower's heart. This custom is closely linked to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, who was frequently depicted holding apples in her hands. This delightful tradition not only adds depth to our understanding of romance, but also shows how commonplace items influence social interactions. So the next time you bite into a crisp apple, remember how it once served as a bridge between hearts in ancient Greece, illustrating that love can manifest in the simplest yet most meaningful forms. Can you imagine that Starbucks is everywhere in Fight Club? Every scene in this iconic movie cleverly features a Starbucks coffee cup, showcasing how omnipresent the brand has become in modern society. Directed by David Fincher, Fight Club dives into themes of consumerism and identity, and the Starbucks cups serve as a satirical reminder of how ingrained commercialism is in our lives. Whether it's in the background or being held by characters, these cups point to the constant presence of consumer brands in urban settings. This attention to detail, where something as simple as a coffee cup becomes part of the narrative, highlights the absurdity of how we often prioritize brands over individual thought. As audiences watch Edward Norton's character navigate his existential crisis, the ubiquitous Starbucks cups contrast sharply with the film's core message, challenging viewers to reflect on what they truly value. Isn't it fascinating how a film can use a brand to tell a deeper story? Did you know the moon is slowly drifting away? The moon isn't just hanging out in the sky, it's actually moving away from Earth at a surprising pace of around 3.8 centimeters each year. This gradual drift is due to tidal forces, where the gravitational pull between the Earth and the moon creates a fascinating dance. As the Earth spins, it pulls on the water in the oceans, creating tides. These tides aren't just static pools of water, they shift and flow. And as they do, they transfer some of Earth's rotational energy to the moon. This exchange of energy, known as angular momentum, causes the moon to slowly inch further away, while ever so slightly slowing down Earth's rotation. You might think that 3.8 centimeters is a small number, but over millions of years, it adds up. For instance, this means that Earth's days are getting longer by about 1.7 milliseconds every century. Imagine a future where our days are significantly longer and tides behave differently because of the moon's retreat. It's a stellar reminder of how connected our celestial neighbors are and how the cosmos shapes our everyday lives. Let's uncover the truth about Louisiana's unusual law. In Sulphur, Louisiana, it is actually illegal to have sex with a cow. And this peculiar rule takes us back to when society tried to regulate moral behavior and protect animal welfare. Although this law may sound absurd today, it reflects the legal system's efforts to adapt to social norms and concerns from years gone by. Many outdated laws still linger in various states, often as remnants of a time when public morality was a hot topic. Laws like this one might initially seem funny or strange, but they often emerge from serious issues surrounding ethics and animal rights. Over the years, legal systems have evolved, working to address contemporary societal needs rather than resting on outdated principles. Some folks may wonder whether these laws should still exist or if they should be updated or removed altogether. Regardless, the existence of such a law brings a quirky charm to the local folklore and shines a light on how we view laws and morals in today's world. What if I told you your ear bones are ancient? The human ear contains 3 tiny bones known as the malleus, incus, and stapes, which play a crucial role in hearing. Surprisingly, these bones are modified jaw bones from ancient fish. This fascinating evolutionary twist shows how our anatomy is linked to our distant aquatic ancestors. Millions of years ago, early fish evolved a structure that helped them hear better underwater. As these creatures transitioned to land, their jaw bones gradually transformed into the tiny levers we rely on for hearing today. The malleus connects to the eardrum, while the incus and stapes further amplify sound vibrations before they reach the inner ear. This remarkable adaptation reveals just how interconnected all life on Earth is, highlighting the long journey from fish to humans. Isn't it mind-blowing to think that our ability to hear is connected to creatures that swam in ancient oceans? Let's uncover the truth about Japan's cleanliness culture. In Japan, people take their trash home instead of tossing it on the streets, creating a remarkably clean environment. This deep-rooted cultural practice stems from a strong belief that everyone is responsible for keeping public spaces tidy. From a young age, children learn the importance of cleanliness through school programs that encourage them to clean up after themselves. As a result, you'll notice few trash cans in public areas. Since people carry their rubbish home, there's minimal litter, and surprisingly, many cities don't even require janitors to maintain cleanliness. This impressive effort shows that a collective mindset can lead to a clean society. So the next time you're walking down a street in Japan, take a moment to appreciate the effort behind such a tidy atmosphere. Isn't it inspiring how a culture can shape public behavior so positively? Scientists recently discovered that, did you know your thumbs have their very own pulse? This might surprise you, but each of your thumbs is uniquely served by a blood vessel known as the radial artery. This important artery runs along the thumb side of your wrist, providing a dedicated supply of oxygen-rich blood that keeps your thumbs functioning at their best. The radial artery not only helps in maintaining the health of your thumbs, but also plays a remarkable role in your daily activities. When you engage in tasks like texting, playing an instrument, or crafting, your thumbs rely on this vital blood flow to move smoothly and efficiently. Interestingly, you can even measure your pulse right on your thumb. By gently pressing in the right spot, you may feel the soft thump that indicates life flowing through this small but significant digit. This connection highlights the intricate design of our bodies, emphasizing that every part has its role, no matter how small. So the next time you use your hands, remember that your thumbs are not just essential for gestures like giving a thumbs up. They are living parts of you with their own heartbeat. Hard to believe, but the Amazon River is massive. This incredible river boasts such a colossal volume of water that it sends a staggering amount of fresh water into the Atlantic Ocean. In fact, the sheer force of this river creates a unique freshwater zone extending hundreds of miles into the sea. Imagine being able to collect fresh water from the ocean that far offshore. The Amazon's water volume is so vast that it actually surpasses the combined flow of the next 8 largest rivers in the world. To put that into perspective, the Amazon flows 3 times faster than all the rivers in the United States combined. This impressive speed and volume not only shape the surrounding ecosystems, but also influence weather patterns in the region. The Amazon is not just the longest river, it's a powerful force of nature, impacting our environment on a grand scale. Turns out the truth is that whales can nap deeply. In 2008, researchers exploring the waters off the coast of Chile made a fascinating discovery about sperm whales. They observed a pod sleeping so soundly that they didn't notice a boat approaching. This was quite unusual because sperm whales are known for a unique sleep pattern. They usually rest one half of their brain at a time, keeping the other half alert for potential dangers. This rare sighting challenged existing ideas about how these intelligent marine mammals manage rest and awareness. It opened new doors for understanding their behavior and the adaptability of their sleep strategies, making us wonder how many more mysteries lie beneath the ocean's surface. What other surprising behaviors might we uncover in the lives of these majestic giants? Believe it or not, the placebo effect can heal. This incredible phenomenon reveals how powerful our belief systems can be in influencing our health. The placebo effect occurs when individuals experience real improvements in their condition after receiving a treatment without any therapeutic ingredients, like a sugar pill. It all boils down to expectation. When patients believe they are receiving effective treatment, their brains often trigger observable physiological changes. For example, if someone takes a sugar pill thinking it will relieve a headache, their body may actually produce endorphins, similar to how it would respond to effective medication. Research shows that in clinical trials, many participants who were given placebos reported significant symptom relief, such as reduced pain or decreased anxiety. This exciting interplay between mind and body shines a light on the importance of mental attitude in healing processes. While placebos cannot replace genuine medical interventions, they underscore an inspiring truth. Our mind has a remarkable capacity to influence physical health. So the next time you feel unwell, consider that your belief in recovery could play a crucial role. Why exactly does reading about evil change our views? Studies reveal that immersing ourselves in stories about battle against dark forces can actually lessen our support for real-world practices that are considered morally wrong. For instance, when people engage with narratives featuring heroes thwarting villains, they are often led to reevaluate their own beliefs about morality. This powerful influence of literature suggests that storytelling isn't just entertainment. It actively shapes how we perceive right and wrong in our everyday lives. By exploring complex characters and their struggles, readers gain insights into ethical dilemmas, fostering a deeper understanding of morality. This phenomenon highlights the potential of literature as a tool for moral development, prompting readers to think critically about their own values and choices. Could the stories we choose to consume be steering us toward a more ethical society? Let's uncover the truth about penicillin's testing mishap. In 1929, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, which would later revolutionize medicine as the miracle drug of the 20th century. However, its journey nearly hit a dead end due to a critical error in testing procedures. Initially, researchers intended to use guinea pigs for safety testing, unaware that this particular animal reacts negatively to penicillin due to its unique gut flora. If scientists had proceeded with guinea pigs, they would have observed severe toxic effects and likely discarded penicillin as unsafe. Thankfully, a wise decision led them to test on mice and rabbits instead, animals that could tolerate the drug without adverse reactions. This pivotal choice not only changed the fate of penicillin, but also altered the course of medical history itself. During World War II, penicillin saved countless lives, effectively starting the antibiotic era that has since benefited millions. This significant moment serves as a reminder that small scientific decisions can have vast implications, impacting both present and future generations. You might be shocked to learn that Stonehenge holds secrets. This iconic prehistoric monument in England is a marvel built over 4,500 years ago, captivating the imagination of countless visitors. Envision a massive circle composed of towering stones, with some weighing as much as 25 tons, meticulously arranged in a way that still amazes experts today. The monumental effort of transporting these colossal rocks, some sourced from as far away as Wales, raises intriguing questions about the motivations of our ancestors. What was the purpose of such dedication? It's believed that Stonehenge functioned as a ceremonial site, an astronomical observatory, and perhaps even a burial ground. Its with the sun offers breathtaking views during solstices, indicating profound significance to the builders. Although researchers have pieced together various clues regarding its purpose, many mysteries still linger, stirring debate among archaeologists and historians. This enduring intrigue not only makes Stonehenge a symbol of human ingenuity, but also connects us to our ancient past in a way that continues to inspire awe and curiosity. What makes a Martian day so unique? A Martian day, known as a sol, is quite intriguing because it's longer than an Earth day, lasting 24 hours, 39 minutes, and 35 seconds. This slight difference in time creates a fascinating challenge for scientists and explorers. Thanks to this similarity, NASA teams can synchronize their schedules with Martian time, making planning for missions much more manageable. Imagine trying to set up a sleep schedule or coordinate tasks when you're on another planet. Every minute counts. By adjusting their activities to fit a Martian day, researchers can effectively maximize their work on the red planet. So whether it's landing a rover or analyzing rocks, the alignment of time plays a crucial role in our understanding of Mars and its potential for future exploration and possibly even colonization. How cool is that? Here's what actually happens when you make a mobile call. On April 3, 1973, history was made in New York City when Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola, made the very first handheld mobile phone call. Picture this. A bulky device weighing over 2 pounds, resembling a suitcase, became the starting point of our modern communication era. As Cooper called his rival at Bell Labs, he did not just break the mold, he revolutionized how people connect. Before this groundbreaking moment, society relied heavily on landlines and payphones, making the ability to call on the go a game changer. Although early mobile technology faced hurdles like limited battery life and oversized designs, it sparked a wave of innovation that has since transformed the communication landscape. Fast forward to today, our smartphones are powerful tools, packed with apps, internet access, and instant messaging features. The significance of that initial call extends beyond a single moment. It laid the groundwork for an entire industry, reshaping how we interact with each other and the world around us. Who would have guessed that one call would pave the way for wireless everything? Discover how cultures celebrate lost baby teeth. In many places around the world, losing baby teeth is more than just a rite of passage. It's celebrated with fun and unique traditions. For example, in some Latin American countries, a little mouse named El Ratón de los Dientes, or the tooth mouse, is said to sneak in and collect the lost teeth from under pillows. In exchange, children often find small treasures or money left behind. This delightful practice contrasts with the more widely known tooth fairy myth, where the fairy takes the teeth and leaves rewards. Other cultures have their own special customs, like throwing the teeth onto roofs or placing them in specific locations for good luck. These different traditions not only bring joy to children, but also strengthen family bonds as they share stories and experiences surrounding this fun milestone. Which tradition do you find the most interesting? Why exactly does orange symbolize the fruit we love? The story of oranges is as colorful as the fruit itself. Originally, they were a hybrid between tangerines and pomelos, sprouting up in the lush landscape of Southeast Asia. Surprisingly, these early oranges were not the bright, inviting color we associate with them today. Instead, they sported a green hue. This green-skinned fruit thrived in warmer climates, which suited it just fine. As oranges spread across the globe through trade routes, their vibrant color evolved. Influenced by various environments, their sweetness intensified, leading to increased popularity. Today, the oranges we know come in many varieties, including the sweet navel oranges and tangy blood oranges, showcasing a spectrum of colors from bright orange to rich red and even yellow. The selection available shows not only the adaptability of this fruit, but also the vast culinary possibilities it offers. So the next time you peel an orange, remember that this delightful fruit has a fascinating past that stretches back to its green beginnings and reflects the journey of agriculture and global trade. Did you know Komodo dragons can have virgin births? This unique ability, known as parthenogenesis, allows female Komodo dragons to lay fertile eggs without ever mating with males. As a result, the offspring are clones of their mother, which can be a lifesaver in isolated areas where male dragons are hard to find. While this might sound like a superpower, relying solely on virgin births limits genetic diversity, making the species less adaptable over time. Traditional mating, on the other hand, helps introduce new genes into the population, enhancing their ability to evolve and adapt to changes in their environment. This fascinating dual reproductive strategy showcases the incredible adaptability of Komodo dragons, positioning them as one of the most resilient reptiles on Earth. Isn't it amazing how nature equips these creatures to survive in such challenging habitats? What if I told you electric cars came first? In the late 19th century, when the automobile was still a new idea, electric vehicles were the original pioneers of the road. Thomas Parker, a brilliant electrical engineer, stepped onto the scene and built one of the earliest practical electric vehicles in 1884. Think about that. While most people today associate cars with gasoline power, Parker's creation showcased the potential of electricity to move us. Imagine a world where electric cars dominated the streets instead. Although gasoline engines eventually took the lead due to their longer range and faster refueling, the ingenuity behind electric vehicles paved the way for a future we're now revisiting. Today, with the urgent need to tackle climate change, electric cars are making a triumphant return, reminding us that innovation comes in many forms. Will we finally embrace the technology that was ahead of its time? Ever wondered how animals communicate through scent? In Japan, the World of Animal Scent exhibition offers a unique experience where visitors can actually smell the scents of various animals' behinds. This quirky yet educational exhibition dives deep into the fascinating world of olfactory behavior in animals. Animal scents play a huge role in how creatures interact with one another, marking territories, signaling readiness to mate, or even warning others of danger. By presenting these scents, the exhibition helps visitors understand the complexity of animal communication in a fun and engaging way. Whether it's the powerful musky odor of a lion or the faint whiff of a rabbit, each scent carries important information. So prepare your nose for an adventure that opens your eyes to how animals perceive their world through smell. Are you ready to discover what your furry friends are really saying? What if I told you about the Neuro R3 revolution? This cutting-edge autonomous electric vehicle is changing the way we think about grocery deliveries. With its sleek design and high-tech features, the Neuro R3 can carry up to 12 grocery bags, making errands much easier for everyone. Equipped with 12 cameras, this little vehicle has 360-degree vision, allowing it to safely navigate busy streets and avoid obstacles. Whether it's zipping around a neighborhood or waiting at traffic lights, the Neuro R3 is built for efficiency. Imagine sending a list of groceries from your phone and having them delivered right to your doorstep by this smart vehicle. It's not just a concept, it's already being tested in various cities. As technology advances, the future of shopping could look a lot more like this, convenient and quick. What other tasks could autonomous vehicles help us with next? Did you know your feet can be different sizes? It's a surprising fact that many people don't realize. Most individuals have one foot that is slightly larger than the other. This difference can be small, often going unnoticed in everyday life. However, it can lead to discomfort when wearing identical shoes. Imagine slipping on a pair that feels snug on one foot, but just right on the other. The reasons for this size discrepancy can range from genetics to the natural development of your bones and muscles. Activities like running or walking can also alter foot shape over time. To ensure comfort, many experts suggest trying on shoes with the larger foot in mind, or even considering custom insoles. So next time you buy shoes, take a moment to check how they fit on both feet. Who knew something as simple as our feet could reveal so much about our bodies? Meet Zada, the world's shortest man at 25.7 inches. This incredible man, measuring just 25.7 inches tall, holds the title for the shortest man in the world. Zada lives in Turkey and has officially been recognized by Guinness World Records for his unique stature. Despite his small size, he possesses a giant personality and an inspiring zest for life. Zada's journey has not only captured the hearts of many, but has also sparked conversations about height and human diversity. He often shares his experiences and dreams, proving that one's height does not determine their capabilities or potential. People from all around the globe admire him, and his story encourages others to embrace their uniqueness. Interestingly, this title changed hands multiple times, showcasing how measurement records can shift with new entries. Zada's existence reminds us that in the world of records, being different is something to celebrate. How does someone so small manage to break barriers and inspire so many? You might be shocked to learn that oranges aren't top for vitamin C. While many people think of oranges as the ultimate source of this essential nutrient, they actually fall short compared to other foods. In fact, bell peppers and kiwis pack a much bigger vitamin C punch. For instance, a medium orange contains about 70 milligrams of vitamin C, while a single red bell pepper can offer more than 150 milligrams. This vitamin is crucial for our immune system, helping to protect against illness and supporting skin health. It also plays a role in collagen production, which is vital for wound healing. With so many delicious options that can boost your vitamin C intake, like strawberries and pineapples, it's a good idea to mix it up in your diet. So the next time you reach for an orange, consider adding other vibrant fruits and veggies that can deliver even more of this powerhouse nutrient. What if I told you about edible insect candies? Hot Licks is a fascinating brand that stands out by creating treats like chocolate-covered scorpions and barbecue worms. While the idea of munching on bugs might sound bizarre to some, Hot Licks wants to make insect consumption an accepted and tasty option for everyone. This unique approach isn't just for thrill seekers, it's a clever way to introduce more sustainable protein sources into our diets. Edible insects are packed with nutrients and require less land and water to farm compared to traditional livestock. With each crunchy bite, you might be surprised by the blend of flavors and textures, turning the creepy into something deliciously fun. As we face global food challenges, embracing alternatives like these could lead to a healthier planet and diverse culinary adventures. So why not give it a try and see if you can handle the buzz of these intriguing treats? Who knows, you might just find a new favorite snack. Believe it or not, the Day of the Dead is magical. This extraordinary celebration, known as Dia de los Muertos, brings together families in a vibrant, colorful way to honor their departed loved ones. Originating in Mexico, it blends indigenous traditions with Spanish influences, creating a unique cultural experience that lasts from October 31 to November 2nd. Families build ofrendas, or altars, adorned with photographs, favorite foods, and decorative skulls called calaveras, to invite the spirits of the deceased back for a joyful reunion. Instead of focusing on grief, this festive occasion encourages laughter, storytelling, and remembrance. Streets fill with lively music, parades, and beautifully painted faces, allowing everyone to celebrate the lives of those who have left us. This heartfelt tradition reminds us that death is a part of life, and it's essential to cherish and remember our loved ones. What memories will you celebrate this year? What happened when veterans marched in Washington in 1932? In 1932, the Bonus Army, a group of World War I veterans, took a stand in Washington, D.C., demanding the financial bonuses they were promised for their service. These men, struggling during the Great Depression, believed the government owed them for their sacrifices. However, instead of receiving support, they faced a harsh crackdown. Under President Hoover's orders, General Douglas MacArthur led U.S. troops to disperse the gathering. Soldiers used tear gas, bayonets, and even tanks against these peaceful veterans, an action that shocked the nation. The brutal response resulted in 2 deaths and countless injuries. This tragic event served as a stark reminder of the struggles faced by veterans and raised important questions about how society treats those who have served their country. The Bonus Army's march went down in history as a pivotal moment in American civil rights. This might surprise you. Washington loved whiskey. George Washington, the first president of the United States, wasn't just a leader, he was also a savvy entrepreneur. In 1799, he produced an impressive 11,000 gallons of whiskey at his Mount Vernon estate, making him one of the largest whiskey producers in the country at the time. This achievement showcases Washington's forward-thinking spirit and his ability to embrace new business opportunities. He began distilling whiskey after the Revolutionary War, tapping into the growing demand for spirits. Washington's whiskey was made from a mix of rye, corn, and barley, resulting in a distinct flavor loved by many. This piece of history not only highlights Washington's diverse interests beyond politics, but also represents an evolving American tradition centered around whiskey production. So next time you raise a glass, you might think of Washington's whiskey empire. How's that for a legacy? Is it really true that one man survived both bombings? Tsutomu Yamaguchi is an extraordinary figure in history, known for being the only person officially recognized to have survived both atomic bombings in Japan during World War II. On August 6, 1945, he was in Hiroshima when the first bomb exploded, causing immense destruction and loss of life. Despite being severely injured, he remarkably managed to find assistance and return home to Nagasaki. Just 3 days later, on August 9th, a second bomb fell on his hometown. Remarkably, Yamaguchi survived again, although his injuries from the first bombing left him in a frail state. His story highlights not only personal resilience, but also the devastating consequences of nuclear warfare on human lives. Yamaguchi lived to tell his tale, becoming a powerful advocate for peace and nuclear disarmament. His experiences serve as a sobering reminder of the horrors of war and the importance of striving for a peaceful future. What can his life teach us about the power of survival? What if I told you ASMR can boost your mood? ASMR, or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, is a fascinating phenomenon that many people experience. It's that tingly, relaxing feeling you get from soft whispers or gentle tapping sounds. Have you ever noticed how certain everyday noises, like the sound of tapping on glass or the rustling of paper, can create a deep sense of calm? These soothing sounds work wonders for folks looking to reduce stress or improve sleep. The magic of ASMR lies in its ability to trigger feelings of relaxation and comfort, helping many unwind after a long day. People often turn to ASMR videos online, where they can find everything from gentle brushing to quiet conversations, all designed to bring about that peaceful state. So the next time you need to take a break from the chaos, consider embracing the tranquil world of ASMR to help you recharge. What if I told you bananas can ease heartburn? They're not just a tasty snack. Bananas have unique properties that help protect your stomach. These yellow fruits contain natural compounds that can create a gentle barrier, defending your stomach lining from excessive acidity. When you eat a banana, it gets broken down in your digestive system, releasing these protective substances. This can be especially helpful for those who often experience heartburn or acid reflux, providing a soothing effect. Plus, bananas are rich in important nutrients, like potassium and vitamins, which promote overall digestive health. They're easy to digest too. So if you're searching for a simple, natural remedy to ease that burning sensation, munching on a banana could be a delicious solution. Who knew that such a common fruit could pack a punch against discomfort? Can you imagine that gravity varies on Earth? Incredibly, the strength of gravity isn't the same everywhere. It's influenced by the concentration of mass in different regions of our planet. For example, areas that lie closer to the Earth's core experience a slightly stronger gravitational pull. This happens because the Earth's core is dense and has a lot of mass, so its gravitational force is more pronounced. Conversely, places further away from the core, like mountain ranges or regions with less dense rock, might feel a weaker gravitational pull. This variation can even be measured using sensitive instruments. In fact, scientists have found that our gravitational strength can change by small amounts depending on where you stand. So next time you think about gravity, remember it's not a one-size-fits-all force. It can vary right beneath your feet. Unlock a world of knowledge with subscriptions. Subscribing to platforms like news websites, streaming services, or even educational apps offers an incredible array of content that keeps you entertained and informed. By signing up, you gain easy access to fascinating articles, documentaries, and stories that you might otherwise miss. These platforms often curate exciting facts and narratives, sparking your curiosity and encouraging a habit of continuous learning. Imagine diving into a mesmerizing documentary about the universe one day and the next, reading about groundbreaking scientific discoveries. It's not just about passive consumption, it's also about engaging actively with new ideas and concepts. This exploration helps fuel your imagination and keep your mind sharp. Whether it's history, science, technology, or culture, There's always something new to discover. So why not take a leap and subscribe to something intriguing today? Is it really true that you can float on lava? Believe it or not, if someone were to fall into a volcano, they could actually float on the molten lava. This surprising phenomenon occurs because lava is about 3 times denser than water. So just like how a person can float in a pool, they would be buoyed up by the lava's density. However, this doesn't mean they'd be safe. The extreme heat of the lava, which can reach temperatures of over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, poses a severe risk. Even before making contact, the intense heat can ignite clothing and burn skin. Floating on lava may sound like an unbelievable idea, but in reality, the true danger lies in the fiery heat and toxic gases that volcanoes emit. It's crucial for anyone near a volcanic area to understand the risks involved. While floating on lava is scientifically possible, survival is another story entirely. So when it comes to volcanoes, curiosity should always take a backseat to caution. Prepare to be amazed by the chocolate difference. European chocolate is generally creamier than American chocolate due to its unique recipe, which includes a higher content of milk and cocoa. This creamy texture creates a rich, indulgent flavor that many chocolate lovers crave. On the other hand, American chocolate often contains butyric acid, a compound used to prolong shelf life. While this may sound practical, it can lead to a peculiar aftertaste that some find off-putting. In fact, the distinct taste of European chocolate is celebrated around the world, with countries like Belgium and Switzerland known for their exquisite creations. So the next time you indulge in a chocolate treat, notice the difference. Will you choose the creamy delight of European chocolate or the more common American variety? Your palate might just thank you for the adventure. You won't believe this about the human jaw. It can exert a powerful bite force, between 120 and 160 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush bone. This impressive strength means that a human could bite through a finger as easily as munching on a carrot. Yet most people never consider doing such a thing. Why? Psychological barriers and our natural instincts play a huge role. We know it's wrong and harmful, so we don't act on that potential, even if we technically could. This jaw strength has found its way into horror stories and zombie fiction, often exaggerating humanity's dark side. However, in reality, this force is more about survival and eating rather than aggression. It's fascinating to think about our anatomy. While our jaws are built for power, they also remind us of our moral choices. So next time you bite into something crunchy, appreciate those strong jaws, but remember their true purpose. Is it really true that rings of power cost over $1 billion? Yes, it's mind-blowing. Amazon has poured more than $1 billion into creating The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, making it the most expensive television show ever. This staggering budget includes a jaw-dropping $250 million just to secure the rights to J.R. Tolkien's beloved story. With such immense investment, you can expect epic storytelling, stunning visuals, and a cast that brings Middle-earth to life in a brand new way. Amazon aims to capture fans' hearts and attract new viewers alike by diving into the rich lore of Tolkien's universe, showcasing events thousands of years before the action of the original trilogy. As the excitement builds for the show's release, audiences are left wondering if the fancy price tag will match the blockbuster experience they expect. What do you think? What really happened with ancient Druids' wicker men? This shocking practice involved the construction of massive wicker figures, hollowed out and filled with living people, who were then set on fire as sacrifices to the gods. The Druids, priests of ancient Celtic cultures, believed that these sacrifices could appease their deities and bring about good fortune or peace to their communities. While this grisly ritual sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, it reflects the extreme lengths to which ancient societies went to maintain their beliefs and traditions. Evidence of these rituals primarily comes from historical accounts by outsiders, which adds to the intrigue and mystery surrounding them. Scholars debate the accuracy of these accounts, as some suggest they might have been exaggerated or misunderstood. Nevertheless, the image of these giant wicker men towering over burning sacrifices creates a vivid picture of the past, reminding us of the complex relationship ancient people had with nature, spirituality, and the unknown. So how do these stories shape our understanding of ancient cultures today? Believe it or not, Sumidero Canyon is breathtaking. This stunning natural wonder located in Chiapas, Mexico, boasts depths of over 3,280 feet and stretches an impressive 8 miles long. As you stand at the rim, the sheer vertical walls rise dramatically, creating an awe-inspiring backdrop of lush tropical vegetation. The vibrant greenery hosts a variety of wildlife, including groups of spider monkeys, colorful birds, and even crocodiles basking in the sun. Because of its remarkable beauty and ecological significance, Sumidero Canyon is a popular destination for both adventure seekers and nature lovers. Visitors often take boat tours through the canyon, allowing them to soak in the majestic views from water level while learning about the area's rich history and diverse ecosystems. Those fortunate enough to experience it firsthand often leave with unforgettable memories and a newfound appreciation for nature's wonders. So if you're planning your next adventure, why not consider a visit to this extraordinary canyon? Incredible self-taught lawyers from prison change their fate. This surprising reality showcases the resilience and determination of some inmates who have taken their legal battles into their own hands. While serving time, these individuals have dedicated themselves to studying complex legal principles, often using prison libraries or available resources to gain knowledge. With hard work and perseverance, they've not only learned how to advocate for themselves, but have also successfully overturned their own wrongful convictions. This phenomenon highlights the extraordinary ability of people to challenge their circumstances and engage with the legal system, even from behind bars. Cases like these inspire many, showing that the quest for justice knows no boundaries. By transforming their lives through education and tenacity, these remarkable individuals remind us that the fight for fairness can happen in the most unexpected places. How many more untold stories like this exist in prisons around the world? Surprisingly, donkeys are deadlier than plane crashes. Each year, these seemingly harmless animals are responsible for more fatalities than plane accidents. Many people underestimate the potential dangers of interacting with donkeys, often overlooking their aggressive behavior when they feel threatened or mistreated. While air travel is widely regarded as one of the safest ways to get around, donkey-related injuries primarily happen in rural areas where these animals serve vital roles as working companions. Their strength and stubbornness can lead to unexpected and dangerous situations. Without proper respect and understanding, even the most gentle-looking donkey can inflict serious harm. Therefore, it's essential to approach donkeys with caution and awareness. By recognizing their potential for aggression and understanding their behavior, we can ensure safer interactions. So the next time you see a donkey, remember that beneath that cute exterior lies a powerful animal that deserves our respect. Did you know light can make you sneeze? Around 1/3 of people experience a curious phenomenon known as the photic sneeze reflex. This reaction happens when someone steps into bright sunlight, prompting a sneeze. The reason behind this quirky response is believed to involve the trigeminal nerve, which helps process sensations in the face and also controls sneezing. When intense light hits our eyes, the nerve gets stimulated and can sometimes trigger a sneeze, even if no irritants are present. Sneezing in the sun is more common than you might think, but it affects individuals differently. Some might sneeze once, while others could find themselves in a sneezing fit. It's a fascinating example of how our bodies react to environmental changes. So if you find yourself sneezing unexpectedly when you step outside, now you know why. Isn't it amazing how our bodies can surprise us? Discover the furry origin of Croatia's kuna currency. The official currency of Croatia, known as the kuna, gets its unique name from a small furry animal called the marten, which is similar to a ferret. This fun fact highlights how deeply intertwined culture and nature are in Croatia's history. The marten was historically valued for its fur, which played a significant role in trade and commerce. So the kuna not only serves as money, but also symbolizes the rich cultural heritage of the country. Just think, every time you use kuna coins or banknotes, you're connected to the past and the environment. Croatia's currency serves as a reminder of its natural beauty and the small creatures that have impacted its economy over time. Isn't it fascinating how the names we use every day can hold such stories and meanings? Did you know the most valuable baseball card exists? It's not made of gold or anything exotic, yet it holds a staggering value of millions due to its rarity. The Honus Wagner T206 card, produced in the early 1900s, is the holy grail for baseball card collectors. What sets this card apart is its limited print run. Fewer than 200 were ever made, with only a handful still in circulation today. Wagner, a legendary shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates, demanded his card be pulled from production because he did not want to promote tobacco products, making it even rarer. As collectors hunt for this elusive gem, auction prices skyrocket, often exceeding the cost of luxury cars or houses. In recent years, one card sold for over $6.6 million, proving that even a small piece of cardboard can hold immense historical and monetary value. Imagine holding a piece of sports history. Have you ever wondered why air feels so alive? Although we often think of air as a calm, still presence around us, the truth is that air molecules in a room are darting around at incredibly fast speeds, often supersonic. This means that these tiny particles are moving faster than the speed of sound, even when everything around us appears completely still. Imagine billions of tiny invisible race cars zooming around, colliding and bouncing off each other. All this motion creates a dynamic environment that we usually don't notice, yet it plays a crucial role in how we experience our surroundings. For instance, the way scents travel through the air, or how sounds reach our ears, is all thanks to these fast-moving molecules. So next time you take a deep breath, remember that there's a bustling world of activity happening all around you, even if it seems quiet. Isn't that fascinating? Can a robot really shoot a basketball from half-court? Toyota's Q6 robot is making waves in the world of sports by showcasing a remarkable ability to sink shots from this challenging distance with incredible accuracy. Utilizing advanced artificial intelligence, the Q6 has been programmed to analyze the basketball court and calculate the perfect angle and force needed for each shot. Imagine a robot calmly standing at the half-court line, visualizing the basket, and effortlessly nailing each shot. This impressive feat not only demonstrates the potential of AI in sports, but also opens the door to exciting possibilities for training athletes. With technology like this, we can explore how robots can assist players in perfecting their skills, making practices even more effective. The convergence of sports and robotics raises fascinating questions about the future of competition and training. How will human athletes respond to these high-tech challengers? Hard to believe, but this robot urinates beer. Meet the PissBot 9000, a quirky creation by the talented inventor Michael Reeves. This isn't just any robot. It's engineered to pee beer straight into cups. And yes, it even has a robotic penis to make it all the more entertaining. Equipped with a clever image detection system, PissBot 9000 can spot red cups from a distance, ensuring it knows exactly where to aim. Imagine the fun at parties when this goofy gadget takes the stage, performing its unique party trick while everyone laughs, clinks their glasses, and cheers. Michael's innovative design combines humor with robotic technology, and it's hard not to appreciate the creativity behind such a wild concept. Whether it's a science fair project or a hilarious addition to gatherings, PissBot 9000 shows how engineering can be both practical and delightfully absurd. Who wouldn't want to see this charming robot in action? Here's a wild fact about coin ridges. Did you know that the number of ridges on US coins varies significantly? A dime has 118 ridges on its edge, which might seem like a small detail, but it plays a crucial role in how coins feel and function. Interestingly, a quarter has one more ridge than a dime, totaling 119. If you think that's surprising, wait until you hear about the half dollar, which features 150 ridges. But the real standout is the dollar coin, boasting an impressive 198 ridges. These little grooves, or ridges known as reading, help prevent counterfeiting and make it easier for folks to identify the coins just by touch. Coin collectors and casual users alike appreciate these fine details, proving that even the smallest features add up to a unique experience with our currency. Ever noticed those ridges before? Guess what really drives black rhino recovery? The population of black rhinos, once teetering on the edge of extinction, has seen a remarkable rise from 4,145 in 2012 to about 6,121 today. This incredible turnaround is largely thanks to dedicated conservation efforts and stronger law enforcement measures against poaching. Organizations and governments have banded together, implementing anti-poaching patrols, breeding programs, and habitat restoration projects. These initiatives not only help protect the rhinos, but also promote awareness about their plight. Community involvement plays a huge role too. Educating local populations about the importance of biodiversity and the value of wildlife has helped foster a sense of responsibility toward these majestic animals. With continued effort and support, there is hope that the black rhino population can stabilize and grow even further, reminding us of the power of teamwork and conservation. What if I told you Velcro was inspired by burrs? In 1941, Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral took a stroll in the countryside and noticed something peculiar: tiny burrs clinging to his pants and his dog's fur. Intrigued by this natural phenomenon, he examined the burrs under a microscope and discovered their unique hook-like structures that allowed them to latch onto fabric and fur with surprising strength. This moment sparked a creative idea for de Mestral, who began experimenting with a similar design using fabric. Fast forward a few years, and his invention of the hook and loop fastener, now widely known as Velcro, changed the way we think about fastening items. Today, Velcro is used in everything from clothing and shoes to spacesuits and more. So next time you fasten your shoes, remember the genius inspired by a simple nature walk. Turns out, the truth is that knowledge can deceive us. The illusion of knowledge is a fascinating cognitive bias where people mistakenly feel confident in information that may not be true, often because it sounds familiar. This bias can lead to misconceptions that stick around, much like the ongoing debate over whether tomatoes are fruits or vegetables. Botanically speaking, tomatoes are classified as fruits because they develop from the flower of a plant and contain seeds. However, many people view them as vegetables due to their savory flavor and common use in salads and sauces. This highlights how our past experiences and cultural beliefs shape our understanding of the world. When we allow familiarity to mislead us, we might cling to incorrect ideas while ignoring accurate information. So next time you feel sure about a fact, ask yourself, could it be an illusion? Guess what really drives the world of drag? The term drag, closely linked with the vibrant culture of drag queens today, has fascinating theatrical roots. In the early days of theater, men often took on female roles, and to create a convincing portrayal, they wore long dresses. These dresses would literally drag along the stage, giving rise to the term we know now. This practice was not just about cross-dressing. It was a way to explore and express gender in a creative environment. Over time, as theatrical productions evolved, so did the style and presentation of drag performances, leading to the bold and colorful spectacles we see today. Drag queens have transformed this art form into a celebration of diversity, creativity, and self-expression. Today, drag is more than just performance. It's a powerful statement about identity and acceptance. With shows like RuPaul's Drag Race gaining massive popularity, drag has burst into mainstream culture, inviting everyone to embrace their unique styles and personalities. Who knew a term from the theater could have such a profound impact? Could our brain really be the same for 40,000 years? It's fascinating to think that the human brain, despite enormous changes in culture and technology, has stayed nearly the same for millennia. Anatomically speaking, a Homo sapiens from 40,000 years ago could easily navigate our modern world, from using smartphones to engaging in social interactions. This remarkable stability in brain structure reflects an evolutionary stasis where our neural architecture hasn't drastically shifted, even as we've invented everything from the wheel to the internet. Imagine living in a world where the tools and technologies around you have changed profoundly, yet your brain has not. This raises intriguing questions about how our minds adapt and cope with new experiences while retaining the same core functions. While we have developed complex societies, our brains have essentially maintained a consistent framework for processing information, emotions, and connections. So as we marvel at our incredible advancements, let's also appreciate the timeless capabilities of the human brain. Let's explore the fascinating world of the bionic bee. Imagine a tiny robot buzzing around like a bee, but it's made of metal and technology. The bionic bee is a groundbreaking invention designed to assist during emergencies when natural bee populations decline. Pollination is crucial for many plants, including those that produce our food. With bee populations facing threats like pesticides, habitat loss, and climate change, scientists created this robotic solution to step in when our buzzing friends are in trouble. The bionic bee uses advanced sensors to identify flowers that need pollination, replicating the intricate movements of a real bee. It can help ensure that crops continue to thrive, contributing to food security. As technology advances, innovations like the bionic bee highlight our ability to adapt and find solutions to pressing environmental issues. What do you think the future holds for robotic pollinators and their impact on agriculture? Believe it or not, flames are imported by Saudi Arabia. This surprising twist comes from the reversal of agricultural practices, where flames, or controlled burns, used to be exported from the Middle East to Australia. In the past, flames played a crucial role in land management and agricultural preparation in Australia, helping farmers clear fields or manage weeds. Now Saudi Arabia has turned the tables, deciding to import these flames instead. The country recognizes the benefits of using flames for land enhancement and fire prevention strategies as they manage their arid landscapes. These controlled burns help prevent larger, uncontrolled wildfires and encourage new growth. This fascinating example of global agricultural exchange highlights how countries adapt and learn from one another to improve their farming techniques. How do you think such practices will evolve in the future? Guess what really drives excitement at Gonda Dinosaur Theme Park? This thrilling destination offers visitors an unforgettable attraction where they are symbolically eaten by a giant dinosaur. Imagine stepping into a realm filled with massive dinosaur replicas that roar and move, making you feel like you've traveled back in time to the Jurassic era. In this unique experience, tourists can engage in a playful scenario where a giant dinosaur appears to gobble them up, all in good fun. It combines education with entertainment as families learn about these magnificent creatures while immersing themselves in imaginative play. Kids and adults alike can capture amazing photos and share laughs, making it a memorable part of their visit. The Gonda Dinosaur Theme Park goes beyond typical amusement parks by offering this interactive experience that sparks curiosity about dinosaurs and their world. So whether you're a dinosaur fanatic or just looking for a fun day out, this park has something for everyone. Ready to dive into the dino adventure? Ever thought about why beards can grow so long? If a man never shaved throughout his life, his beard could potentially grow up to an astounding length of 30 feet. That's a lot of hair. On average, facial hair grows about half an inch each month, translating to 6 inches per year. Over the decades of adulthood, this adds up quickly. Interestingly, the world record for the longest beard belongs to a man named Xie Cuping, whose facial hair measured more than 18 feet. While most people won't let their beards reach such extreme lengths, this incredible potential reveals how remarkable human hair can be. Factors like genetics, nutrition, and overall health influence growth rates, but the sheer possibility of a 30-foot beard is a fun fact to ponder. Who knows? Someday someone might take on the challenge of growing the longest beard ever recorded. Turns out, the truth is that toxins harmed us. In earlier decades, people had little clue about how toxic substances could affect their health in the long run. Companies often sold products that contained harmful chemicals without proper warnings or guidance because there were no regulations in place to keep them in check. This meant that everyday items, from household cleaners to industrial supplies, could be packed with dangerous ingredients. As a result, many individuals unknowingly expose themselves and their families to these toxins, leading to a range of potential health issues. Over time, scientists and health experts began to uncover the serious risks associated with these substances, prompting a call for stricter regulations. Today, we see ongoing efforts to ensure that products are safe for consumers, But it's important to remember how things were before this awareness grew. How many harmful substances did we unknowingly use? Guess what really drives substance durability? When we think about materials that last, one prominent example is concrete, a mixture that's been used for thousands of years. From the ancient Roman structures like the Pantheon to modern skyscrapers, concrete has proven its strength and longevity. Its unique composition, made from cement, water, and aggregates, allows it to endure harsh weather and heavy loads, making it an essential part of construction worldwide. Interestingly, the durability of concrete stems from a chemical process known as hydration, where water reacts with cement to form a solid mass. This not only creates a strong bond, but also allows for versatility in building designs. Moreover, researchers are exploring ways to enhance concrete's lifespan further by adding different materials and developing new mixtures. Think of all the bridges, roads, and buildings we see every day. Most of them rely on concrete. As we continue to innovate and improve on this ancient material, it raises a fascinating question about how our structures will evolve and whether we'll find even more durable options in the future. Turns out, the truth is that Hollywood moved west. In the early 1900s, most film production took place in New York City. However, filmmakers faced a big problem. Thomas Edison held numerous patents covering key technologies, making it expensive and complicated to create movies. Seeking more freedom, many filmmakers decided to pack their bags and head to sunny Los Angeles, where they could operate without Edison's restrictive control. The warm weather and diverse landscapes also offered a perfect backdrop for filming. This migration led to the birth of the Hollywood we know today, transforming it into the heart of the movie industry. With independence from the East Coast limitations, filmmakers could experiment and innovate, paving the way for the vibrant film culture that flourishes in California now. So the next time you watch a movie, remember that Hollywood's sunny charm is rooted in a quest for creative freedom.